Hello, and welcome back to Royal Mystic Collective Wisdom Podcast. Your host, Royal Mystic, is here to discuss chakras as we did a little in-depth on our root chakra last week, which is the first considered chakra number 1, the foundational chakra. And today we're going to talk about the sacral chakra, which is 2 inches roughly below your navel and in the lower abdomen. The sacral chakra is related to the color orange, and in the symbol for it, you'll see a lotus blossom, a 6-petal lotus blossom with a crescent moon in it, which is very fitting because some women refer to their cycle as the moon cycle. It is the energy of emotion, addiction, intimacy and love, creativity, well-being, and joy. It's associated with multiple different crystals, and we'll talk about that. And it is a water element. Now, in our growth from childhood to adulthood, between the ages of 8 and 14 is when this chakra becomes fully activated, which is about the time when you're in junior high, like right pre-junior high, and it's like 3rd grade to 8th grade, right in there. Which I feel is apropos because that's when you get all the emotions and people start teasing you and calling you names, which pulls at your sense of self-esteem and empowerment, right? And that all starts to really play havoc with the sacral chakra. It is being in a place of understanding that it is a center and focal point for the expression of yourself from the inward energy out into the world, into the external. And that's what the chakra is there for. So it does play a significant role in how you perceive yourself through the world. Now, when you have a balanced chakra, you feel very proud of yourself and very much in a place of being inclusive, feeling connected, being in a place of allowing yourself to just being creative without boundaries, without worrying about it being perfect or structured, and feeling that you are in a place that you are birthing new things, allowing yourself to move through the non-permanence of life and not needing such a heavy guarantee that everything's going to be all right. And it allows you to have healthy display of emotions, healthy interaction emotionally, allowing yourself to feel synchronicity and very connected. So that's what happens when you're in alignment. Now, sometimes we get into negative energy, which can be shadow energy, wounded emotions, feeling like either keeping secrets or being in a place where everything feels like, other people are keeping secrets from you. Being in fear of what people think about you, or getting into trouble, or being discovered as an imposter, right? It is the energy of holding or stuffing your energy, repressing your energy, and the inability to be in an emotional or intimate relationship. This is the energy that starts to kind of pull the lid over the top, right? As we allow ourselves to put that shadow energy and start protecting and start throwing walls up, right? So if you're in an energy of the opposite of it, instead of it being low, if you're in a place of hyperactive sacral chakra, you will literally feel like you're drowning in your emotions. And the emotional pendulum will swing severely from one thing to the next. So it'll be a huge mood swings and different, feeling like you're just on this cycle that you can't keep up. And that's where the feeling of kind of lack of control. Being in a place of obsessing over relationships or affection, especially if it isn't a mutual thing, and engaging in inappropriate expressions of sexuality. So, running the streets and being having a bad reputation, as my mother would say. You're going to get a bad reputation, so you don't do this. So using that energy of understanding that when we feel this drive for the sex itself, and it's like almost like using it like a tool rather than to be in a relationship or to bond with it, and to also try to escape or avoid dealing with day-to-day life, trying to distract yourself. So you have to understand that we're always trying to grapple with control here. And part of when I'm talking about the overstimulated chakra, sacral chakra, it is where we go from trying to kind of hide from ourselves that something's wrong. So we take it to the extreme. And if your sacral chakra is completely blocked, you'll have a feeling where you want to isolate yourself. You feel unbalanced. There'll be a sense of detachment and anxiety, sometimes loneliness and low libido, and definitely lack of creative inspiration, just feeling like you can't plug in or concentrate. There are many ways to bring yourself back into balance. These include crystals, diet, affirmations, meditation, yoga, and essential oils. So allowing yourself to take active energy and work toward what you want to do in this lifetime means taking responsibility to correct the chakra blocks or the chakra issues. So here's 3 poses for your sacral chakra: the camel pose, the bound angle pose, and the garland pose. These are 3. There's probably more. Just Google it. This is just my cursory, quick answers. And then the affirmations come in. Affirmations are important because this is the self-talk that we're trying to reprogram. So being able to trust yourself and trust your feelings. I remember at one point in my life feeling like I couldn't trust. I thought that somehow my sensory energy was broken. It was just because I was in grief and there was, things happening. But I felt broken, and that's how you feel when something's not aligned. So being able to trust your judgment and trusting yourself is a huge thing. So these are things to say to yourself. I trust myself, and I trust my judgment. I am safe to express my creativity. I allow my creativity to flow through me from source into the beautiful form of whatever it may come to be. Being in the place of allowing yourself to use your energy to move forward in the best way possible. You can come up with your own affirmations. I am safe, I am loved, I am loving. This is a very solid one. Many other things. There's just tons of, you will come up with what rings true to you. I'm just giving examples. And then there's the essential oils. Sandalwood and jasmine are very solid in the energy of anchoring the sacral chakra. And being in the energy of crystals, there is a plethora of crystals. So just right off the top, we have carnelian, sunstone, fire agate, tangerine quartz, citrine, and tiger's eye. Now, the citrine and the tiger's eye also go into the solar plexus chakra, which is the next chakra up. But this is why it's important to understand what you're looking for. Remember, the color is orange, so the oranger the better. And all stones have a variation of color, so you can pick what feels right to you. And then we'll talk briefly about foods that allow you to align. Because this is the energy of your sexual chakra, being in a place for sexuality and all of that aligns. Some of the foods here are aphrodisiacs, so oysters, fruits that have nuts and seeds, so pomegranates is very fertile energy, and that's all about that chakra, that sacral chakra. We have sweet potatoes, carrots, melons, mangoes, pumpkin, any orange citrus fruit, butternut squash, fermented foods like kimchi, or I like sauerkraut as well. I also love pickled beets. We talked about that last week. I love them. So even water that you've infused with the orange fruits or clementines, tangerines, golden raspberries, anything that's in that orange spectrum. Remember, when it says infused, that just means squeeze it over the cup, right? If you have something to do that with, great, but it's just agua fresca is what we call it here in Texas, was fruit water. And then we have being in a place of allowing yourself to just focus and meditate. Allow yourself to sit in the energy and ask the highest frequency of love and light to connect to your highest self, to clear all unwanted energy and any previous false information, as you just allow yourself to connect and clear all unwanted energy or anything that does not have your highest good. And hold the crystal or the oil that you've, placed in the strategic places of your body, and allow yourself to just mentally start filling your sacral chakra area with the energy of an orange ball of light, and just let it move and grow and just be the observer. And if you just let yourself sit with this energy, it only takes like 10 minutes. And allow yourself just to be in a place of mindfulness and allowing yourself to be truthful with your energy so that you can benefit from the healing energy of creating this safe space and letting yourself purely open to the energy to balance and unlock all the blockages that may be happening. Now, what you'll notice right away, straight away, is creativity will return like gangbusters. You'll also notice you don't have the same sort of resistance to be in the energy of other people, and you'll feel better about being connected to your family and friends. You won't worry about what other people think. These things will start to fall away. All those blockages will start to fall away. So allowing yourself to be your advocate and allow yourself to release all connections to anything toxic. Addictions do sit in this particular chakra. So if you've had addiction issues, this is the place to heal them. If you've had wounds, emotional wounds, or feelings, being neglected emotionally, either as a child or as an adult or both, this is where you heal that. this is the energy and this is the way to heal it, is to allow yourself to intentionally eat the foods that bring you the energy. And as you eat them, think to yourself, or broadcast the affirmation, I am in charge of my divine healing. Divine Source is assisting me and guiding me at all times. I am released from all fear and illness and disease. I am released from all blocks and destructive behavior. I trust myself and I am safe. I am loved and loving, and the universe will assist me to bring me back to a place of balance so that synchronicity and my path to abundance and prosperity is open to me so that I may fulfill my life's mission. So I hope that this will help bring you back to a place that brings balance and harmony and beautiful, creative, wondrous things that you will allow yourself to embark on once you get yourself back in balance, and to help you maintain that. Don't be afraid or worried. We all shift and move. Everything is all about the move and groove of life. Everything's in motion, always. So don't be in fear. If you feel low again after doing this a few times and all of a sudden feel like it's back, just sit down and refocus, reset, restore, renew, and allow yourself the grace to not pressure yourself and allow yourself to reinvent your creative ability and your ability to be a passionate expression of yourself in the highest possible frequency. So I send you all off with the beautiful energy of a divine prayer. Many blessings, love, light, abundance, prosperity, joy, happiness, and the most fulfilling, beautiful life that you can create through your own expression in this wide, wide cosmos, as the universe assists you in creating and living your best possible life now. Many blessings to you, my friends. I will see you next week. Namaste.